I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I need to ask you, you signed Grover Norquist pledge, did you not?
Yes.
Okay, when did you sign it?
Can't hear it.
Oh, hold up. She asked if I signed a Grover Norquist. It was an anti-tax pledge. When did I sign it?
Yes.
Probably when I was running.
Absolutely.
I think when I was a candidate.
The Grover Norquist pledge was addressed to candidates. One of the issues around the super committee is they are basically not 12, but as many people have said, 13. Who is a 13? Grover Norquist. Grover Norquist has been involved in government for 25 years. He has incorrectly stated, the press has repeated it, members in government have repeated it, and they have said that members of Congress have signed this pledge never to even consider any possibility of raising taxes. And I want to ask you, could you please let me finish? Under what constitutional guidelines, especially Article 1, are you allowed to give up any of your responsibilities and powers to look at and consider any proposals, given that Grover Norquist has said, unless his pledge is honored and followed totally, he will primary you out of your job.
Thank you.
That is a threat, and I'd like to know if I can get a copy of the pledge. I've been trying since September the 23rd. I have contacted your office 6 times, and it is only this last effort that that pledge has even been acknowledged. I was told I need to contact Grover Norquist himself. Grover Norquist has been on air, and he said he's given everybody a copy of the pledge.
Let me cut you off by saying we'll get a hold of anything I've signed. We'll get you a copy of. That's a public pledge. You can look at it. So let's get to that most important question. But if you want a copy of it, make sure we get your info before you leave, and I'll get you a copy of it. Let's be clear about something, because again, both sides want to play politics. The right's got the Koch brothers and Grover Norquist. The left has George Soros and MoveOn.org. And politicians, most of them, tend to jump at whatever these guys are saying. I don't care who puts a pledge in front of me. If it's something I myself, in my heart and head, agree with, I'll sign it. Only if in my heart and head I agree with it. I've met Grover Norquist a couple times. I don't know the man at all. So it's not Grover Norquist telling Joe Walsh, I'm not going to raise taxes. It's me. I will never vote to raise taxes. Period. That's me. So, when you put politics aside, the more interesting debate is, okay, Congressman Walsh, why aren't you going to raise taxes? But forget about that pledge stuff. That's just stuff to throw out there. Both sides have these pledges. If you want to nail politicians for signing them, go ahead and do it. But I can just speaking for myself. I sign things that I believe in. I'm a huge pro-gun guy. I want hold on. I want Illinois to be a concealed carry.
All right. First of all, Grover in no way can verify that the constituents put you into office because of that reason. He claims that is the reason.
Oh,
I don't care. George H. Bush lost.
But I don't care what he says.
You have not been put into office. We are the 3-3 of independents, Democrats, and Republicans. You can't say that under 300 people put you in the office because of this tax.
But but here's the beauty though. Here's the beauty. And again, forget Grover Norquist. He lives in he lives in DC. I don't care about him. If most people in this district are mad at me, what's your first name?
All right, this is a letter to the editor.
No, hey, this is, again, just let me get back, and you can pass it around.
It was in the newspaper. I'm asking you to respond to it in writing.
Okay, I'll respond to this in writing.
It was in the Herald, and it was also in the Independent. I want you to answer. This is to also Representative Jack Franks, who signed the pledge because Grover is now penetrating states.
Okay,
He is going after not only government, he's going after sectors.
Ma'am. Hold on. Important point. Love you to death. I'll take a look at this. Look.
Will you write a letter to the editor answering why you signed the pledge, so that you can respond publicly?
Sure. I will write a letter to the editor why I signed a pledge, and more importantly, why I will not raise taxes. To me, that's the more important debate. And I'm not going to raise taxes. But here's the beauty. Here's the beauty, my dear. You get to come here. You get to tell me what you want, and you get to vote against me next year if you're not happy with me saying the following. There is no way on God's green earth I will vote to raise taxes on anybody while I'm in Congress. Period. Whether Grover Norquist or the Pope or anybody tells me to. We're not all on left and right. And we got these guys on both sides that are trying to influence us, left and right. Would you acknowledge that there are some on the left that do the same thing?
So I'm not
yes
talking about raising taxes.
No, wait a minute.
I'm talking about process. You gave up your legal duties. You gave up those assigned duties that were given to you. You asked me to take a pledge. I said, okay, I had a bunch of beer. I was just going to sit. It's not my obligation. I don't have to stand. You don't have to take that pledge. You don't have to give up those duties that were given to you when you took that oath to be in that office. And that's exactly what you have done. You have broken your pledge to your process.
That was a pledge I made when I campaigned. When I campaigned, no, ma'am. When I campaigned, I told folks, here, I'm Joe Walsh. Let me be clear with you. We're spending too much money in Washington. I'm not going to vote to raise taxes on anybody. And so people then had a right to say, I'm going to vote for him or I'm not. That's the American system. So you have a right not to vote for me.
It really tells you more about what's going on.